Hello, this is Tom Cloud with my bi-weekly market update on precious metals. I created a little fever 2 weeks ago, got some money managers a little hot, which doesn't bother me because all I'm interested in is you and the truth. I mean, that's it. There's nothing else we need to worry about. But I recommend it, and I know it's right because people are flying in here in airplanes to see me to reposition money from bonds to precious metals. My consulting business has never been bigger than it is right now. Families coming in, financial advisors, all of them trying to decide what percentage they want to put into metals, and most of it is coming from bonds. What do people expect bonds to do? They've been in a great bull market for 10 to 14 years. Interest rates were going down. But once they bottomed out, there's no place to go. Look in Germany right now. You had to pay the Bank of Germany 2% to watch over your money. At the end of the year, they get 2 and you get 98. And we're moving that same way in America. Why would anybody be crazy enough to give this government, it's completely out of control, spending money, creating money, making fiat currency by decree, trying a stimulus package? They're trying it all. Meanwhile, the deficit is going to be triple what it's ever been. And you say, oh, well, that's unusual. It'll never happen again. No, it's going to keep happening because the interest has grown to where you get $27 trillion in debt, and you just have an interest, a rate of 3% average. You're talking about over $500 billion in interest a year, 1/3 of the GDP. I mean, this is crazy numbers I'm talking about. But the bond market is going to tumble. You leave your money in there at your own risk. And certainly if you do have them, you should have AAA and AA rated. At least you're making your 1% or 1.25%. But it's time to rotate out of bonds and into metals. Same thing, you lower your stock risk. And the ones that have done that the last 5 months have been absolutely incredible. The difference between having partial gold and silver replacing bonds and some stocks has been very profitable for most people, and we hope it will continue. The next thing I want to mention that I also got calls about is everybody can look back in history and see that every time the dollar goes down 1%, gold goes up 5, 6, 7%. No set number, just generically that's what it does. So let's use 6%. We watched the dollar come down 10% in 3 months, goes up 60%. Right on cue. The dollar is going to continue to slide. We see prominent newsletter writers talking about this right now. 2 of my favorites, yesterday in their reports, talked about this very thing, that the dollar is in a fall and will continue. If it goes down 20% more from 90 on the world market, the value of the basket of currencies is right now 90. So if it goes down to 72, drops another 10%, another 15, 20%, then we're talking about gold going up 120%, which would put it at 4,000. It's right on cue. It's going to do it. The dollar has no chance. You're kidding yourself if you're going to put your life savings in work and trust the U.S. government to quit spending money, quit buying votes. So you've got to use common sense and get out of bonds to the level that you feel comfortable. If you want to keep some, that's your business. It's not my business. But do not let a financial advisor talk you into doing that when the track record is there, unless they moved you into gold 5 months ago when people were giving sell signals on bonds and buy signals on gold. So I say to keep that going. We've talked about it many times, but the fastest growing part of our business is IRAs. If you're coming out of a 401k, get you 2 self-directed IRAs. 1 for stocks, bonds, and cash, and 1 for precious metals. If you'll give us a call, we'll walk you through it. We can be your representative. We can be your broker. we cannot be your custodian. So give us a call at 800-247-2812, and Dan or I will walk you through what you need to do to get a precious metals self-directed IRA of physical precious metals. So once again, you can reach us at 800-247-2812. The other thing that's big, and I can't fill you in on all the details that were shared with me last week, but one thing's become very prevalent. The central banks, especially of China, Japan, Russia, and some other smaller countries, are buying the gold. And remember, it's a tier 1 investment, so it counts at full value. But something, according to my sources in Singapore and Hong Kong, are telling me that the U.S. dollar as we know it will not be the same in the near future. Now, is the near future 3 months, 6 months, 18 months? I don't know. I don't have any idea. But you got to remember, there's never been a fiat currency in the history of civilization that survived that went off the gold standard. So in other words, from the beginning of time, the book of Genesis in the Bible, 2nd chapter, where gold's put in the Garden of Eden for commerce, until 1972, you could redeem your paper money and get your gold back. So that was 6,000 years or so. Now we're at the same place. It's about to crash. The currency, as I've just shared with you, its lifespan is not very long. It can't be because of the money we're creating out thin air, the debt we're running up. So here's the point from the conversation I had in Singapore and Hong Kong, is that the Chinese, the Japanese, and the Russians, just 3 countries, have about a third of our debt. When they're ready for the almighty dollar to crash, and they're ready to assume power, more power, I'm not going to say they're going to be dominant like we've been, but they're going to get more power and be on a more level playing field with the U.S. than at any time in history. And that, they say, tell me, is not far off. And right with that, hyphenated, is some kind of new currency. Gold backed. Will it be a world currency? Or will it be a regional currency? Or will it be country by country, North American? I don't know. You just hear all kinds of different things. But it's who I hear it from that I put the faith in. So you don't want to wait till the last minute to do your planning. You may do your planning and say, I want to stay in bonds and take my chances. That's certainly your business. But now is the time, more so than ever, that you do your homework for you, your family, your children, your grandchildren, because this is going to be more wealth shifted in the next few years than any time in the history of civilization. And there are going to be things that lose, and there are going to be things that win. So just be sure you do your homework and you're ready for what you want to do and get it done. And yes, you can say, if COVID gets a cure, I'm going to do this. If COVID doesn't get a cure, the dollar goes down, I'm going to keep following it. And every time it goes down 1%, I look over, see gold's gone up $100, 5 or 6%. Then I think the dollar's going down, so therefore I want to put more into gold and silver. And the ratio is getting very interesting for gold and silver. I've seen such a big move from 130 just a few months ago to 80 or something right now. So anyway, hopefully we've tagged some of these subjects that, and I really do appreciate the emails. Like I said, I do this because I love it. I do it because I believe that's what I'm called to do. I do it because I have clients I care about, and that includes you. But I just can't sit there and see the kind of markups these telemarketing firms are charging and feel good that because our markups are so low, we're happy to discuss them with you compared to anybody in the industry with free shipping. If you just let us know you heard about us on FTM, free shipping from now on. Plus, when you're ready to sell, will find you buy, sell for no charge. Nobody's going to give you that. So anyway, we hope to talk to you. And once again, you can reach us 800-247-2812. With this bi-weekly Precious Metals Market Update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.